Hello friends. In Africa, people are so terrified of the black mamba that they often speak its name with fear. Many believe that this snake can appear at any moment and bring misfortune. For the locals, even the sound of its name resembles the word death. But perhaps the truth is not exactly what it seems. The black mamba is truly a formidable venomous reptile belonging to the elapid family and the mamba genus. The Latin name Dendroaspis translates as tree snake. It was under this scientific name that British scientist of German origin, Albert Gunther, first described the species in 1864. Indigenous people of the African continent regard this snake as both dangerous and powerful. They believe it embodies a force capable of punishing humans for their wrongdoings. Interestingly, this belief is not without reason. The scientific community fully agrees with local perceptions, recognizing the black mamba as an extremely venomous and dangerous creature due to its highly aggressive nature. The black mamba's closest relatives are the narrow-headed mamba and the green mamba, though both are smaller in size. The black mamba itself is impressively large and ranks second in size among venomous snakes, surpassed only by the king cobra. On average, it measures between 2.5 and 3 meters in length, although according to some unverified reports, individuals reaching 4 meters or even longer have been found. The snake's name might suggest that it is linked to its body color, but this is not the case. The name actually comes from the deep black color inside its mouth. When the reptile opens its jaws to display aggression, the sight is truly terrifying. To the human eye, the gaping mouth resembles a coffin or the realm of the dead, shrouded in darkness. Beyond this frightening image, the black inner lining of its mouth serves as the snake's most distinctive feature, alongside its other identifying traits. The structure of the black mamba's mouth creates an impression similar to a smile, though it is a highly deceptive one. With an average length of about 3 meters, its weight rarely exceeds just a couple of kilograms. The snake has a slender body with an elongated tail, slightly flattened horizontally. Contrary to what its name suggests, the black mamba's body is not truly black. Its coloration can vary and includes deep olive green, greenish olive, grayish brown, black. Its scales often display a characteristic metallic sheen. The underside of its body is beige or dirty white, and toward the tail there may be dark or alternating dark and white spots, creating the impression of faint crossbands along its sides. Younger snakes have a lighter, less intense coloration, often in pale gray or pale olive tones. An interesting fact, although the black mamba is smaller than the king cobra in overall size, it has longer fangs, over 2.5 centimeters in length. These fangs are also highly flexible, allowing the snake to fold them back when not in use so they don't interfere. The black mamba is distinguished as the most venomous snake on the African continent, the snake with the fastest acting venom in the world, the longest snake in Africa, the fastest reptile on Earth. It is no wonder, then, that throughout Africa the black mamba is regarded as the most dangerous snake, considering both its size and its lightning-fast reflexes. Habitat. The black mamba is found across large areas of the African continent, in various separated tropical regions. In northeastern Africa, it inhabits countries such as the Democratic Republic of Congo, Ethiopia, Somalia, South Sudan, Kenya, Eritrea, Uganda, Burundi, Tanzania, and Rwanda. In southern Africa, it can be found in Mozambique, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Eswatini, Swaziland, Zambia, Botswana, Angola, Namibia, and South Africa. In the mid-20th century, there was a report of a black mamba sighting near Senegal's capital in West Africa, but no further confirmations followed. Although the black mamba is sometimes considered an arboreal species, it is poorly adapted to tree dwelling. It primarily lives on the ground, preferring areas with bushy vegetation. It may climb a tree or shrub to bask in the sun but spends most of its time on the ground. Typical habitats include savannas, river valleys, open woodlands, Rocky hillsides. As humans increasingly expand into its natural range, black mambas are sometimes forced to live closer to human settlements, which frightens local communities. They may occupy dense reed thickets, abandoned termite mounds, fallen trees, or crevices in rocks. Black mambas often remain in the same territory for years, fiercely defending their chosen home and becoming particularly aggressive when disturbed. Diet. The black mamba is an effective hunter both day and night, feeding mainly on small to medium-sized warm-blooded animals. On rare occasions, it may also prey on other reptiles when food is scarce. Young mambas often hunt frogs. Its preferred hunting strategy is ambush. It strikes lightning fast, delivers a deadly bite, and then retreats, waiting for the venom to take effect. If the prey tries to escape, the mamba may pursue it, moving at impressive speeds. Important fact: in 1906, a black mamba was recorded covering a 50-meter stretch at speeds exceeding 10 km per hour. In captivity, black mambas are typically fed 3 times a week with birds and small rodents. Unlike many other reptiles, their digestion is relatively quick, no more than 10 hours. Overfeeding should be avoided, as the snake will simply regurgitate excess food. Unlike pythons, black mambas do not enter a torpid, lethargic state after feeding. Behavior and lifestyle. The black mamba is considered an agile, swift, and highly skilled hunter, capable of moving at impressive speeds. For this reason, it was once listed in the Guinness World Records, although the earlier recorded speeds were somewhat exaggerated. This snake is most active during the daytime. It is notoriously aggressive and poses a serious threat to humans, which explains why local African communities fear it so deeply. However, researchers have established that the black mamba does not usually attack first. If it senses a large animal approaching, it will often remain motionless and try to stay hidden rather than initiate an attack. Danger arises when a person makes sudden or careless movements, which the snake perceives as a threat. In such cases, the black mamba rears up like a cobra, displaying its gaping black mouth as a final warning before launching a lightning-fast strike. This display is terrifying to witness, which is why locals are afraid even to speak its name aloud. If the perceived danger persists, the snake will attack, often aiming for the victim's face. Important to know, without the prompt administration of antivenom, death is inevitable. The venom of the black mamba acts extremely quickly. Death can occur in as little as 20 minutes, or up to 3 hours depending on the location of the bite and the amount of venom injected. The venom attacks the muscular system, causing paralysis. Since the heart is essentially a muscle, venom-induced paralysis leads to cardiac arrest and, ultimately, death. Without antivenom, fatality is virtually 100%. Even with treatment, up to 15% of bite victims still die, depending largely on how quickly medical intervention is provided. A grim statistic: black mamba bites kill an estimated 9,000 people annually across the African continent. Reproduction and offspring. Black mambas begin their breeding season at the end of May, which usually lasts into early June. During this time, males actively search for females ready to mate. Females release a distinct scent that signals their readiness for reproduction. A single female often attracts several males, and rivals must fight to decide who wins the right to mate. These battles are ritualistic and do not involve venomous bites. Instead, they are a show of strength, with the weaker males eventually retreating and the strongest earning the right to reproduce. After mating, the pair separates and goes their own way. The female then prepares a nest for laying her eggs. She chooses a hidden, secure location and lines it with leaves and branches, a challenging task given her serpentine body. Black mambas are egg-laying reptiles, and a female can deposit up to 17 eggs at a time. The incubation period lasts about 3 months. During this time, the female guards the clutch, leaving only occasionally to drink. Just before the eggs hatch, she departs to hunt, otherwise, hunger might drive her to consume her own offspring. Remarkably, once the young snakes emerge, already measuring around 60 centimeters, about 2 feet, long, they are capable of hunting within just a few hours. And though small, they are every bit as venomous and dangerous as the adults. By their first year, juvenile black mambas can reach nearly 2 meters in length, with impressive hunting skills already honed. From the moment they are born, black mamba hatchlings are independent and deadly. Natural enemies. Even though the black mamba is highly venomous and impressively large, it still has natural enemies, though not many. Among its most formidable foes are black and brown snake eagles, powerful birds of prey that hunt from the skies. Another enemy is the sand snake, which is immune to the mamba's venom, making encounters deadly for the mamba itself. Mongooses are also known predators. While they only have partial resistance to the venom, they make up for it with speed, agility, and relentless determination. A mongoose uses quick, repeated strikes to wear the snake down until it can no longer respond effectively. Then, with a swift bite to the back of the head, the mongoose delivers the fatal blow. Young, inexperienced black mambas are especially vulnerable to predators. Humans are also a major threat, both directly and indirectly. While most Africans try to avoid these dangerous snakes, expanding villages and farmland force humans and black mambas into closer contact. These encounters often end in death, either for the snake or the person. In the wild, black mambas typically live around 10 years. However, due to increased human encroachment, their average lifespan in nature has been declining in recent years. Here's the video. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.